Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gamer channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. We're going to be taking a look at the Sunken Temple of Qarn hard mode. Starting off, the trash pools in here are relatively simple. The ones in the beginning are quite a distance away from any other units, so it's best just to take them by themselves. Then you will be proceeding to the left. The cracked Qarn facer has a frontal cone ability that you'll want to try to face away from the party. When the facer dies, he will drop a sphere that you'll need to pick up. The first one drops the sun sphere. You'll use the sun sphere to open up the locked door. In the next room, you'll want to avoid standing on any of the traps, but you can position the enemies on top of them to do a small bit of damage to them each time they pop up. You'll go through the door, fall through the hole, and you'll be coming up on the first boss here. For the damaged adjudicator, there will be multiple targetable parts on him, but the only one that you'll need to focus down is the one that has a red glow to it. It will only have it for a few seconds, so you'll need to be paying attention and then just mark that part. There's no point in doing AoEs as the additional parts don't subtract from the total amount of HP that the boss has. Whenever the spheres spawn around the room, they'll continuously put out an AoE, so you'll want to move away from them. Every time you kill the marked part on the boss, it will fall apart for a little bit, spawn some ads you'll need to kill, and then come back together once the ads are dead. You'll want to face the boss away from the party as he does have frontal cone abilities. When the large sand pool begins to spawn around the room, you'll want to pop your sprint and immediately start running out of it. If you get sucked in long enough, it continuously pulls you down, and if you get sucked in for long enough, it will instantly kill you. So you have to run out of it as quick as you possibly can. It takes destroying the core 4 times to finally finish off the boss. The Desert Viper has a move that will affect you if you're looking at him. If you see an eyeball on him as he's casting something, then just look away from him. For for the Vicegerent's head and left hand, it'll start. The left hand will grab a party member, and then the head will start channeling an AoE on them. The person who is grabbed is stunned and can do nothing. So you'll want to kill the hand first, and then focus the head afterwards. The hand will respawn after a certain amount of time, and he'll repeat this process. But if you're quick enough, you should be able to kill him. You kill the next Qarn facer, it will drop the moon sphere that needs to be picked up. You'll use this to open up the next locked gate. This Vicegerent's head will have two hands. Both of them will target party members. Whichever one grabs the party member that the AoE is facing in is the one that needs to be focused down first, and then the other, so that your party member isn't stunned, and then just focus down the head. For the second boss, the Sabotender, you'll want to kill the ads before the boss. Anytime the ads spawn, you'll want to focus them down. When the boss starts casting 100,000 needle, you will need to switch to the boss and focus her, as you have to do a certain amount of damage to her to interrupt the spell casting of this ability. Otherwise, it will do 100,000 damage to everyone in the party, instantly keep wiping you. When the final ad spawn and the Guardian comes into play, you'll want to focus him down first so that you can interrupt the 100,000 needles casting. Otherwise, you will not be able to interrupt it and you'll immediately wipe. After the boss, you'll kill a group of 3 Tomb Raiders. Make sure to pick the star sphere up from them whenever they die. After getting the star sphere, you'll proceed into the next area where mummies will start coming out of the graves around the room. They do have frontal cone abilities, so you'll want to face them away from the party. Once you defeat the Qarn Guardian, you'll go into where the magic portals are, place each of the spheres where it needs to go. And this will open up the boss arena for the final boss. For the Vicegerent, the Warden, you'll want to keep an eye out for mummies that appear on the outsides of the arena. They will appear in a line and charge from one side of the arena to the other. You want to position yourself that none of the mummies are running over you. If you get a certain stack of the mummy debuff, then you'll turn into a mummy yourself. Later into the fight, he will apply a damage buff to himself and will start channeling line AoE abilities. He'll do them in front of him, and it's really untelevised, so anytime that he crosses both of his blades and holds it there for a moment, you'll just want to move to the left or right to make sure that you're not in front of him. He can be stunned to interrupt some of his abilities. And that should be it for the Sunken Temple of Qarn hard mode. Thank y'all for watching. I hope this helped a few of you out. If it did, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you on the next one.